Thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. The reason why we're gonna react to this video is because I don't think enough people are shining enough light on this situation here. Because to me, this is very, very important. Like above all.
America's failing public education system has also taken a huge financial hit with billions of dollars to educate the illegal migrant children who have crossed into our country over the past 4 years. Well, now that parents are fed up and have voted for change, several sanctuary cities and states are vowing to fight any new legislation to deport illegal migrant families. Joining us now to discuss this is guest faculty at the Leadership Institute's School Board Programs and CEO of Optima Ed, Erica Donalds. Good morning to you, Erica. Always great to see you.
Good morning.
School leaders in Chicago, Colorado, and California have all vowed to oppose deportation efforts of the second Trump administration. Tell us how this influx of migrant children has had a detrimental effect to classrooms really across the country.
You know, it's hard to believe that school leaders would oppose this effort of keeping these families together as their families are repatriated to their home countries, because the influx of migrants has put an unmanageable strain on our education system. As a former school board member, I can tell you our system is already strained of funds meeting the needs of students who are coming in with challenges, like who do not speak English as their first language, who are behind academically. And the pandemic only exacerbated those issues. And we're really putting the onus on our teachers to manage students coming in new all the time, month after month, new students, and having to manage their differing academic abilities. And we really don't have the funds to do it. It's affecting the ability to serve the needs of American students.
Yeah, and it's really put unprecedented pressure, as you said, on our public education system. And we fail to account for what this also does when we're also tracking statistics when it comes to testing. What are some of the stats across the country when it comes to our failing education system?
Well, unfortunately, they are abysmal. As you know, the NAEP scores recently came out that showed only about a third of our 4th and 8th grade students are reading on grade level. And we witnessed the largest drop in math scores in those 2 grade levels in recorded history. Now, we are really falling behind when it comes to the global competition of academic performance, and this is not helping matters at all. You look at a place like Baltimore, where
Bro, this is crazy. This is ridiculous.
40% of the high schools have exactly 0 students who are performing on grade level, who can read proficiently according to the NAEP and according to scores. And then states like Massachusetts that are actually removing their high school exam. So we don't even know how those students are going to perform.
Yeah, and
why would you remove the exam? These people, but this is why you should pay attention to who you putting in power in your local areas, bro. Crazy.
we have these packed classrooms right now, a lot of non-English speaking students. I was talking to a mom whose children speak both English and Spanish, and she said her 6-year-old son was acting as an interpreter for migrant kids in his class who had just arrived in this country because none of the teachers spoke Spanish. This has been a huge problem with a lot of our schools right now. What other impacts is this having?
Well, and you're not just seeing that there, and you feel so sorry for not just the students who are affected by this, but the teachers as well, because inevitably their attention is diverted to these new students that are coming in that are most of the time very far behind, not just speaking Spanish as a second language, but many other languages that are coming over our borders. And so it's inevitable that our students that are there, that are performing on grade level, they are the ones who are going to suffer. And not only that, just as you gave the example, they're having to take their class time when they should be learning and they should be growing to help other students along. The teachers do not have the resources or the bandwidth to meet the needs of all of the Native and the American students, and also the immigrants that are coming in nonstop.
It's hurting everyone. It serves no good purpose for some of these teachers right now either. As you said, they're incredibly frustrated. It's not just the American kids, it's the migrant kids also who are incredibly frustrated. How much is this costing the American taxpayer?
Well, untold amounts, and in multiple ways. If you think about the number of families that have come over the border, if a third of the 3 million or so, it's hard to know how many.
Just this 1 year alone is what you're talking about, this 1 year.
Yeah, talking about this year, 3 million.
Right.
If 1 million of them are students in our public school system, and you know,
That is wow, yo. And these people, they got people actually fighting against removing them. And I listen, I don't want no harm and stuff to come to the kids and the people that's doing right in the communities, but they they taking up all of our resources that we paying for. Wow, you about to hit, bro? That's crazy.
$10,000 a piece. You're talking about billions of dollars that isn't there. It's not like
Did y'all hear what she just said? Hold on, let me run that back right quick.
our students in our public school system and $10,000 a piece. You're talking about billions of dollars that isn't there. It's not like we're pouring more money into the.
So basically, what she's saying is they have a budget that goes 10,000 per kid, not the illegals but for the kids that be in our school systems. With them coming in, you have to trickle that down. Like that 10,000 now becomes 1,000 because they're coming in by the boatloads, and they're not raising the budget. So we gotta get the budget raised. How we do that? I don't mind paying taxes on that. You know what I'm saying? That's something I could see. But all this drag shows and monkey experiments, man, what are we doing? It's not even a conversation, bro. Our country's supposed to be the richest and most intelligent. Bro, it's crazy how they destroying it. This is why everybody went red.
The education system. As a former school board member, I can tell you our budget is fixed. So it's actually just diverting those funds away from students who need those funds to get caught up after a pandemic and to make sure that we are reading on grade level. We're talking about added social services, cities like Boston adding multiple social services.
And for the reading. So think about this. You got our regular kids that's been going to school for years. Then you got all of these other immigrants, and they're not just coming from Mexico or nothing like that. They're coming from all over through Mexico. So you think about this, as a teacher is reading the book, right? She has to break it down, try to break it down to the Spanish kids that and the other kids that speak other languages, bro. It's wild.
People who are meeting the needs of special needs students that are coming in as well. And so the funds are not just additional funds costing the taxpayer, but it costs the taxpayers because they're paying these monies for their children and grandchildren to be educated. And those funds are being diverted for additional services for migrant students who need more help than what we're able to provide as a system.
All right. Guest faculty at the Leadership Institute School Board Programs and CEO of Optima Ed, Erica Donalds. Always great to see you.
Yeah, shout out to Erica Donalds. Oh, shit. Yeah, shout out to Erica Donalds, bro. Like, I'm glad she shared that information because a lot of us need to open our eyes to that, bro. Like, and what can parents do about this? Like, I already know I don't depend on the school system to educate my kids. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta just switch your mindset, bro. This should not be this shouldn't even be a discussion. The tax dollars we paying, bro. If y'all go research, bro, these people tax us on everything, everything, all that money that these people donated to Kamala Harris, bro. That could have been used for the school system budget or whatever. You know what I mean? It's wild.
See ya.
Everything is backwards. Everything is backwards, bro. But, man, y'all get in y'all local elections, bro. Y'all gotta control the narrative. I ain't lying. I am with Trump and them on removing all the illegal immigrants, bro. All of them. Like, they all gotta go come legally. You know, come legally. I would think she should just shut the border down for at least his whole 4 years in term. Don't let nobody in. Don't let nobody in for 4 years. Plain and simple.